Just two dudes having a conversation. You're my friend and I trust you. Well, good morning.
Good morning. Can I say Vietnam?
Is that offensive?
Is it offensive?
I don't know. I've never known that because I've never actually seen the movie.
It's a very good movie.
Yeah. So I just avoid it.
One of Robin Williams' best, in my opinion.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Robin Williams.
That's an actor I really do miss.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Just how broad his abilities were. Like you had like Jumanji, then you had
Right.
like Flubber and Good Will Hunting.
Yeah.
Like plus all the other stuff that he's done.
Yeah. I've heard people say that he is the best, one of the best actors of all time. I do disagree with that because he did do all those very broad roles.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it was still like he was still Robin Williams in each one of those roles. Like it was, his character itself wasn't very broad.
Okay.
You know?
I could see that.
But then you look at like a Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah.
Or maybe a better example, Gary Oldman. Gary Oldman was the chief of police in the Batman movies.
Okay.
Gordon. But I've seen him in movies where I didn't even recognize him until an hour in.
Yeah.
Because he's just so immersed in that character.
Yeah.
He's a chameleon, you know? Mm-hmm. But not, maybe now it sounds like I'm bagging on Robin Williams, which was not my intent going into this.
Way to bash the dead.
I'm sorry, Robin Williams.
This is You're My Friend and I Trust You.
That's what we got going on here.
This is the format.
This is it. Once again, no plan. Nothing to talk about.
Nope.
So here we sit.
It snowed last night here in Northeast Ohio.
Yeah. What the heck? What is today? Today is November 9th.
Which, I mean, I guess it is November, but
Yeah.
still. Can we wait till like December to get some snow?
Mm-hmm. Or at least the day after Thanksgiving. No snow till Thanksgiving.
I literally mowed my front yard yesterday, and then it snowed.
I have mowed while it was snowing before.
Have you?
Yeah.
I mowed because I didn't want to rake my leaves. I just wanted to like mulch them.
Just chop them all up.
Yeah. And so now they're like, I don't know if you noticed it, but they're all in like lines where I mowed.
Yeah, I saw that.
I was like, they'll decompose unless they freeze first.
You just got crispy leaves on your lawn.
That's right.
I was actually just thinking about this. Or it's been like a reoccurring thought this fall. Seeing people raking their leaves and especially in like small towns and cities and stuff, like you rake them out to the curb and then the people come up and they suck them up. Why do we do this? What is the obsession with having to have clean lawns? And we could even go deeper with that. With why do we even need to mow our grass? Why is that a thing? It serves us literally no purpose.
I mean, I can see more so the argument for mowing grass just because like it does like make it at least look nice. Mm-hmm. But leaves, yeah, like I mean they'll decompose eventually.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
If I didn't live in town, I wouldn't have even worried about it.
Yeah.
But I do live in town, and also I rent, so I feel like the landlord might be, hey, you gonna rake those leaves? Which I guess he could come do it, but
yeah.
Anywho, no, I see your point.
Yeah. Because, I mean, isn't it good for the ground to let those leaves kind of
Probably. I would have
decompose in there because it's fertilizer, I guess, in some way. But I don't know. I don't think I've never lived in a place where I've had to take care of that.
Yeah.
Because my first apartment in Pittsburgh, I guess the landscaping was taken care of.
Yeah.
For us. But a lot of the times I had to, like, text my landlord after like 4 weeks of the grass not being cut. Like, hey, is something going to happen with it? Because I didn't have a mower.
So back to your point, why did you bother?
I don't know. It bugged me that everybody else's was cut and mine wasn't.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like I felt out of place. You don't want to be that house, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But why does it even begin with that? It seems to me like a futile waste of resources. Because you got to pay for gas, you got to pay for mowers.
You just buy a goat.
Yeah. Do they keep it level though?
I don't know if they keep it level.
They wouldn't stripe it either.
No,
I like that striping.
I really do like the striping.
I used to be a landscaper, so now whenever I see like a really well manicured lawn, I'm like, yeah. And whenever I see one that's not, I'm like, oh. So once again, I'm a hypocrite in my own.
So do you appreciate my leaf lines?
I mean, they're
not striped, but
at least they're straight.
That's right. Oh man, I am dragging this morning.
Me too.
I had a crazy week and got a lot of stuff going on, and it snowed. That's actually it's also just like it hasn't gotten light out. Like I mean, it's light, but it's just dark.
It's nearly noon, and it's to the point past dreary.
Yes.
I would say. Because there's just like tiny little patches of snow.
Right.
That just haven't melted yet. Like barely there. Like you really have to look to find them, but they're out there. And when you do find them, they're soggy and like everything's dripping. This is the kind of stuff I hate. But I will say this has been one of the most colorful falls we've had in a while.
That's true.
And it's been
very true.
Very beautiful.
It's just been so rainy.
Yeah.
And then like the other day we had really high winds and just like all the leaves are gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like one day.
Yep. I'll tell you what though, I hurt so bad this morning.
The weather?
I walked outside, like I was fine getting up, and then I walked outside and all my joints just immediately went creak. And now I'm just creaking along.
We are so old. We just spent the first almost 10 minutes talking about the weather, how tired we are, and our bodies hurt.
And mowing lawns. Oh, but it's true though. Like my knees, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't even like straighten this leg out, this left leg, without it hurting. I don't know. What's it gonna be like when we're 80?
I don't think I'll make it.
To 80?
Yeah. I know we've talked about that before.
Yeah, that's my cutoff age.
Yeah.
Unless medical science.
Unless I have a quality of life.
Yeah.
That'd be like I want a high quality of life.
If you could have your consciousness uploaded into like another body, would you take that option?
No.
No?
No.
But it's like a better body and like you can jump like 15 feet.
Unless like this happens when I'm like 40. I don't want to live a long time. Like living forever.
Yeah.
Like present, like here.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like my life,
right.
But eventually, like I believe I'm gonna go to a better place. And
oh yeah, no, I get that.
Yeah,
that point. But you wouldn't choose to get a better body right now that's faster, stronger.
But I don't run.
But now you could with this body.
But if I had the same conscience, would I want to?
But it wouldn't be like grueling like it is now. You wouldn't have that mental hurdle to get over.
That's true.
I guess maybe you would, but I don't know. I think I would take that option.
Yeah.
Not now.
Yeah.
Like you said, maybe like probably not 40 unless I just feel horrible. Mm-hmm. But I think at like 70, I would upload my conscious into something. As long as that something could move and I had like total control over it.
So if we had the ability to upload conscious, right?
Yeah.
And we know that like, you know, doctors in the medical field have that oath thing where like they're supposed to do what they can to help you. So
yes.
How could people then die?
That's a great question. Is there, maybe there's like an opt out, like a power down function.
But would that be considered then, what's the word? I was just reading about this the other day. Is it euthanasia? Would it be in that same realm, I guess, where you are choosing to die when we have something that can for sure save you?
Hang on. Okay, Google. That's right, I have an Android. Euthanasia.
Here's the definition of euthanasia. The painless killing of a patient suffering from an incurable and painful disease or in an irreversible coma. The practice is illegal in most countries.
So that's a little bit different.
So would it then be like this? Good.
I guess that's kind of close to what you're saying. Like I get this word, why you would use this word.
Okay.
Except you wouldn't be suffering in that body.
Right. So this would be more of like an elective suicide.
Yeah. It'd be like a new thing that we haven't even had to deal with yet.
It's on the this is what I was reading about. Vice put out an article the other day. It might have been old and I just found it, but with this guy, they call him Dr. Death, who kind of started the movement of like basically elective suicide for
no reason,
for people who just want to be done.
Wow.
And so he built this. I wish I could remember what it was called. It's like this capsule, and people can get in it, and it basically kills them. I don't know how it all works, but
I was really hoping you'd say that it launches them into space.
It kind of looks like a spaceship, but and so yeah, like obviously that's super controversial.
Yeah.
Because I don't know.
I think I want to expand on that a little bit, but to really quick bring it back to if we were uploaded into something.
Yeah.
I think you would have to have that option and maybe have to enforce that a little bit. Like maybe like you upload and then there's only like a certain lifespan to these, like past that. Like you have 20 years or 10 years in that body, then it just quits.
But then are we killing people?
I don't know.
There's so many, like I don't have the right answer to any of it, but like
we can't even figure this out. And the Constitution was wrote by a whole bunch of 23-year-olds.
Right.
I don't know if we talked about that on the podcast, but the average age was 23.
I think we have brought that up at one point.
People that signed the Declaration of
Independence.
Independence.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, what am I doing?
Yeah. So let's really buckle down and figure this robot stuff out. But as far as like do they call it assisted suicide? Because that's, I think, a different thing. That's more like euthanasia.
Well, I don't know what exactly they call it, but the big point in it was that people who just like didn't perfectly healthy could do this.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I haven't fully formed any opinion on it.
How's it legal?
It's not in most places, only in I think Switzerland.
Really?
I think it's Switzerland. Somewhere over in that area, they can do it.
The Swiss are ahead of us on a lot of things.
So you're for this?
No. Yeah. I don't want to say yes right now, so I'll just do a quick no right now.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't see how it could, as far as like our Christian morals go.
Right.
I don't see how that could pass.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it though. I mean, that's a lot better than like your family members finding you, you know? I guess it's a lot cleaner than most methods as well. Mm-hmm. You said it's just gas or something?
I don't know exactly what it is. I know they don't use that for all of it. Like in Switzerland anyway, there's basically like a cocktail that they drink.
Oh, okay. I'm assuming it's painless.
I would assume so. But like at the same point, how do we really know if like no one can go through it and then tell us?
Yeah.
They're dead.
Right.
That's why I was like, I don't get like.
Well,
especially like with the lethal injections, like for capital punishment.
Yeah. Is that supposed to be painless?
It's supposed to be painless.
I've seen too many movies where it was definitely not.
But like the thing is it's a series of drugs, and like one of the first ones they give them is a paralytic, or I don't know if that's the right word, but basically it paralyzes the person.
Oh, jeez.
So they can't.
Why would it not just be a whole bunch of morphine?
I don't know.
That seems more humane than. I wouldn't want to be unable to move in like my very last moments.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that would be. Oof.
Yeah.
Oh.
So on that topic,
yeah.
Say you did a crime and you got served the death penalty.
Yeah.
And you had a choice of the traditional ways of putting someone to death that we've had. So like you could have hanging, you could have firing squad, electric chair, lethal injection,
guillotine.
Or guillotine. Yeah, we'll go guillotine.
Yeah.
Which one would you choose
to have done to me?
If you did a crime, you murdered somebody and you were facing the death penalty, you had to choose.
Guillotine.
Guillotine?
Yeah.
Why is that?
It seems just super quick and for the most part painless. And I really want to know if I would still have consciousness for like 8 seconds
in your head.
Yeah. After the decapitation.
Yeah.
Because there's that theory, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know.
That's fair.
I think that would be how I would want to go. Second would be firing squad. Because it seemed... I about said something that I would have regretted. I almost said it seems like a lot of noble people have died that way, but I don't think that that's the case.
Death by firing squad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems like a kind of stick it to him kind of way to go out. Like I would choose to be blindfold-less, and then I would say some very philosophical and just deep poetic thing.
Yeah.
Right before I was shot, but I also probably wouldn't. I would just pee my jeans most likely.
I've always thought about like the guys who were on the firing squad.
Yeah.
And like, they would obviously everyone had like all the guns were either loaded with blanks and then one bullet.
Is that how it works?
So that way no one knew who actually fired the shot that killed him. But still knowing that there's a good chance that I don't know. And I don't even fully have a concrete like belief on capital punishment. Mm-hmm. And so to dive into that realm too, like, because I feel like if I was totally for capital punishment and had my reasons behind it, then I think being the person who administered whatever form it was would also be justified in my head.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm for sure that's wrong. Because like I said, I haven't thought about it enough and really decided.
You know what I think we should do?
What?
We should, you know how they build islands in like Dubai and stuff because they just have stacks upon stacks of money to burn.
Yeah.
So they just make islands. They dump like millions of tons of sand into the ocean. They shape these islands into whatever, like it looks like a palm tree from the sky. We should dump a whole bunch of sand and dirt into the ocean, make a new Australia, and then just send all our criminals there. Because that's what Australia was.
Yeah.
That was like a criminal island. You got convicted of a crime bad enough and you got sent to Australia.
Which is funny because like almost everything can kill you there. Just like
right. It's just the absolute worst place to live.
I mean, I've heard it's beautiful, but
yeah.
I wouldn't want to live there.
Even the kangaroos can kill you.
Yeah.
And they're cute for the most part.
Yeah. Favorite video, though, is the dude who punched the kangaroo, getting his dog back.
Yeah.
Just clocks him out. Gave a kangaroo a concussion.
Those legs are powerful, though.
And the claws on those things are sharp,
They
too.
have claws on their legs?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That's part of, like, what can get you is they'll rip when they do it.
I thought it was just like a little dog paw.
No, as far they have, like... I mean, they have, like, a paw, but they also have, like, fingernail, like, you know, like long fingernails.
What are kangaroos?
Oh, no. Vicious.
What is something that's close to a kangaroo? What other animal? Like dogs are close to wolves, cats to a plethora of other, like jaguars and lions and stuff.
I don't know. Are they a marsupial?
What's a marsupial?
I don't know. That sounds... Anytime I think kangaroo, I think marsupial. So I don't know if I was told that at one point in my life or...
Really?
Aren't they the ones that have the pouches?
Does that mean they're marsupial?
I don't know.
Okay, Google. Marsupial. Meaning.
Here's the definition of marsupial. A mammal of an order whose members are born incompletely developed and are typically carried and suckled in a pouch on the mother's belly.
Nailed it.
Marsupials are found mainly in Australia and New Guinea, although 3 families, including the opossums, live in America.
Yeah, okay. Huh. Gotcha.
Yeah. I remembered something from my
Yeah,
childhood.
nice. Good job. Marsupial just sounds like some aquatic thing to
Or
me.
a soup.
What's your favorite kind of soup?
Mars
soup?
Marsupial soup. Or is that a legit question?
That was a legit question. I've been really into soup lately. So.
Have you?
Yeah.
I go through phases. Like, I'm generally not a soup eater.
Yeah, me neither.
I really like potato soup.
My mom makes a killer potato soup.
Yeah. I also like broccoli and cheese soup.
Yuck.
And I love Bueller's is a grocery chain around here, but they also have like restaurants and they make a killer chicken noodle soup. Whenever I'm sick, I'm like, Ali, will you go get me some of that?
That's the way to go, huh?
Yeah.
I like a good wedding soup.
I've never had wedding soup.
It's pretty good.
It's got like little sausage balls in it. Is that right?
It's like little sausage balls, green something. Celery, maybe?
Okay.
But then also something else that's green that's not celery. It's darker. A leafy thing.
Yeah.
That's maybe crunchy. I think maybe onions. And then
It holds its crunch in the soup. That's pretty impressive.
celery does.
That's true.
Celery will hold its crunch through
Yeah.
World War III. But and then also just like a little bit of noodles.
Okay.
Like small little like angel hair noodles.
Yeah.
And then like water based. So as far as soups goes, it's pretty bland, but I just don't like a ton of healthy things that you typically find in soups.
Yeah. Is chili considered a soup?
I think chili is its own thing.
Is it?
Kind of like the kangaroo, how it's just on its own. It's its own thing.
Yeah.
Chili is its own thing. Were you at our church just had a chili cook-off.
I was not there.
You weren't there.
Were you?
It was going on during third service.
It was
were
like,
playing.
yeah, third service and then shortly after.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you like hot chilies? Like spicy?
Here, like, just as a general with anything spicy.
Also, just FYI, I'm starving right now.
I know we started talking about food. I was like, I'm hungry. So I like spicy things to a point where it's flavorful, but it's not going to burn my mouth to where I can't, like, I don't want to eat anything else or eat any more of it.
Yeah.
So, like, there's that balance for me.
Or where, like, you have to eat or drink something else just to knock down the... Yeah. See, I reached that point very quickly. I have a very low tolerance for spicy things. So most spicy things I don't really enjoy. I went to high school, and every year we went on a mission trip. So I went to high school with this kid that one of the mission trips, it was actually it was before high school. It was like 6th grade year. He brought cans of hot sauce with him and would just carry them around and drink them.
That's
like during the day.
waiting for an ulcer.
Yeah.
That's so gross.
So disgusting.
Why are high schoolers so weird?
I don't know. We just do these things that think that they make us cool.
Right.
I don't understand it.
Do you notice on this podcast, at least I just noticed I do this, I'm super aware of my breathing, like, because I don't want to be breathing into the mic constantly.
Yeah, it comes and, like, I'll notice it sometimes.
And so,
it comes and goes.
Like, then I notice I'm, like, just not breathing. I'm like,
yeah. You gotta move your head to the side and catch your breath.
Yeah. So
I'm noticing it right now because my allergies acted up this morning, so I can't really breathe through my nose too well, so I have to breathe through my mouth. So I'm just trying not to mouth breathe while you're talking.
Yeah. That's why I like anytime I'm not talking, I'm like, move the mic away from my mouth.
But a little inside baseball for the podcast.
We got little fancy stands that connect to the table.
Yeah.
And like, it's like an arm that has a bunch of springs and you can adjust it. And
yeah. You can move it without adjusting things.
That's right.
I think that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
I don't know if.
I think yours might be broken.
Yeah. It kind of wiggles.
Yeah.
It wiggles and waggles a little bit.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Back to my island idea.
Yes.
Do you think that is more humane than just straight killing people?
Like, are we literally just dumping them off on basically an island with nothing?
Yeah, it'd be like Australia. And we'd also put like a whole bunch of really bad snakes and scorpions and spiders. And
I think it's probably more humane to just kill them.
really?
Yeah.
But we're at least giving them a chance for survival. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
How
if they
big of a
wanted-
chance, though?
Well, I mean,
Like,
they could.
Like, are we basically setting them up for a long and painful death, or?
Well, look at Australia. They came around. They got Sydney now. They have like major cities. They're doing okay for
Yeah,
themselves.
but I don't know the history of like when they were taking prisoners there. Like, did they literally just they found this island, they're dumping them there, or here's shelter, here's a few things essential for life, and then they took that and went like because I think there's a difference.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm saying?
Well, on our prison island, we would give them like some essentials.
Okay, then yeah,
There would also be like treed areas. It wouldn't just be. It'd be like Australia.
what if you gave them a choice? They could either take the
Between death or the island.
Yeah.
I feel like that's even better.
Yeah.
That's even better because then it's not on our conscience. It's off our hands.
We just gave you two really terrible options. Yeah.
Yeah, that's even better. What would you? Let's say island. Mm-hmm. Basically, just picture Australia in your mind.
Okay.
That's our island. We
Okay.
duplicated it. We copy and pasted it into the Pacific Ocean. What do you give the outmates? You wouldn't call them inmates. The island mates.
Yeah.
What would you call the criminals, or what would you give the criminals on that island? You give them like a backpack full of stuff and maybe like a couple other things. What do you give them?
I think some sort of survival guidebook,
Okay.
like, you know, because like I said, I think that there's got to be some like we're going to set you up at least a little bit to survive. So, you know, with different vegetation on the island, don't eat these.
Okay. Yeah.
Probably, man, I I don't know.
I think some basic necessities of...
It's like, do you give them weapons?
I think like a knife.
A knife?
You give them like an 8-inch,
Okay.
just strap on your hip sort
They
of
could
knife.
fasten it as a spear to...
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll put some like boar, some pigs on the island, some
Okay.
wild boar,
Yeah.
so they can stab the...
Yeah.
Maybe fashion a spear and stab the pigs, and then we'll give them some flint.
Yeah.
Not lighters, but flint. Maybe some paracord. Mm-hmm. And like some basic like med stuff in a backpack, and then maybe a shovel, like a little, camping shovel.
Yeah.
And then you send them off, and that's what you do.
That's fair.
Is this a co-ed island? Are we putting female and male criminals on this?
Well, if you want it to develop into Australia, you would have to.
Right. Or were there pygmies there? Or indigenous?
I think...
Is it pygmies in Australia? The indigenous people?
I don't know. I think there were... something. Some people there.
Yeah. Go back to the phone.
Ask
for
Google.
this. We're doing a lot of Googling today. Okay, Google. Who are the indigenous people of Australia?
According to Wikipedia, Indigenous Australians are the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people of Australia, descended from groups that existed in Australia and surrounding islands before British colonization.
So the British who sent them all there.
Yes, I guess. Or they came... No, they were there before the British colonization. They came from surrounding islands of Australia.
As like the prisoners, if you want to call them that, or...
No, they actually came before that was happening.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's unclear.
How mad would you be if you like set up this island and then somebody decided to start shipping
All these
criminals
start showing up. Hey, man.
Which I feel like there's probably a group of people in Australia who are actually like their ancestors were affected by that and they're probably mad.
Probably, yeah.
Just like
I bet
people
there's a lot of what would you call that? Not apartheid, but injustice going on towards them.
here.
Aborigines, though, is what that would be, what they would be called. When did we start sending people to Australia as prisoners?
According to Wikipedia, in all, about 164,000 convicts were transported to the Australian colonies between 1788 and 1868 on board 806 ships.
Okay.
Who sent them? Did we? Or?
I think the British?
Of course the British did.
Yes, it was the British. And they sent them to like 2 colonies there, apparently. And get this, until 1782, English convicts were transported to America.
Till what year?
1782. Until 1782.
Huh. So
Yeah.
they were still shipping people here even after Declaration of Independence and all that?
However, in 1783, the American War of Independence ended, and we refused to accept any more convicts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So once we got all our stuff figured out, we
How long was the Revolutionary War?
oh boy, I'm gonna have to go back to. We'll search that up. How long? The Revolution.
You're kind of seeing stuff that I can geek out on.
The history stuff,
History of like wars and
specifically American history,
Yeah,
as we've discussed before.
yeah. Because America.
How long was it?
Yeah.
The conflict lasted a total of 7 years war.
Wow.
7 years.
I didn't realize it was that long.
Yeah. What do you know about the Revolutionary War? Because I'm pretty rusty on it. That was like us declaring our independence from Britain, right?
Yeah, it was Britain.
Yeah. England, Britain.
Yeah, I never know what's what over there. Again, I really like history. I really like American history.
Yeah. You're very biased on what history you'll pay attention to.
But no, it would be the British because like the British are coming. The British are coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was part of that, the Revolutionary War.
Yeah.
I haven't thought about this stuff since
High school, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's all gone now. But
so we fought. I don't know how we won, honestly. Like,
yeah, that's always kind of baffled me. I think maybe because they just didn't have the resources to send as many troops as they needed.
the British?
Yeah. Also, I think at that time, oh no, that's not true. I was about to base a fact off of that Civil War movie with Mel Gibson.
Oh.
What's that called?
Patriot?
Patriot, yeah. How they fought differently
Yeah.
by like hiding behind stuff.
Wait. Was the Patriot a Civil War? I thought that was
No,
the
that was the Revolutionary War.
Yeah.
That's right.
Redcoats.
I'm about to. This is a fact that I'm making up right now, but it's true.
I saw it in a movie.
I saw it in a movie. So they fought differently, right?
Yeah.
So the British were all, but they fought that way in the Civil War too. So that's why I don't think it's true. But I want to talk about that though,
British were all
in a
like,
second.
stand in the line and shoot at each other.
Yeah, you just stand up,
Can you imagine?
and then like the person beside you and in front of you gets shot. They fall down. You just walk right over them and like pick up their weapon if you didn't have one, which sometimes they didn't.
just like take turns.
Yeah, just pop, stand there and wait,
Ugh.
and then bullets whizzing by, and then pop, reload, stand there and wait.
Ugh, man.
I would just draw a target on my chest.
Let's get this over with.
Yeah,
Especially, musket balls.
highly
Like-
inaccurate.
And they're, I mean, at least bullets today, like they're going to hit you and like, I mean, they're going to do damage,
Yeah.
but I feel like, imagine just a ball,
Yeah,
just ripping through you.
yeah. I think that's why you see all those pictures of the Civil War and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
People just with lost limbs and
Yeah.
just tragic stuff happening.
Yeah. So thank you to our forefathers and people who went before us and
Yeah.
stood in the line.
Yeah,
Because, man,
crazy.
ugh.
And it was like Civil War stuff, and I'm sure Revolutionary War as well. It was kids doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was adults, probably the majority, but
Yeah, especially, I feel like Revolutionary War, because, like, there wasn't very many people over here, I don't
Yeah.
think,
yeah,
Ugh.
yeah. Which goes back to your question: how the heck did we win? I have no idea. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Because they, without question, they had us outmanned
And out-resourced. Like,
and out-resourced. Yeah,
yeah.
maybe we were just used to the terrain. We had home field advantage, or maybe it just got too impractical for them to keep sending troops over and supplies overseas.
Could be. And I'm sure also just the attitude of a settler, like,
Like it's all or nothing right now.
and just like you're literally like surviving,
Yeah,
or as opposed you come from Britain, like
Yeah.
it's pretty at that point. I mean, it's still technology's whatever, but it's not like you're coming to a colony
right,
that is just setting up,
right.
And so I think probably the years of that happening has instilled a mindset of like, I guess, just toughness,
Yeah,
would be my guess. I
yeah.
don't know. I'm totally speculating.
It might have been as well a difference of mindsets between the two sides.
Yeah.
Americans were fighting for our lives, and the British soldiers. I'm also speculating. Majority of them probably didn't even want to be here fighting. They were months away from home, away from their families,
Yeah.
fighting for a country that had no relevance to them up to this point.
That's fair.
No stake in their actual lives up till this point.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I hope you all enjoy war history. If not, you've probably totally checked out by now.
I think if I had to guess, we have a lot of people check out often.
Probably. Yep.
But we still do it.
Yeah, because why not?
Yeah. I don't think we would have had this conversation otherwise. So.
Why not?
And I'm glad we had it.
Pack Row still wants us, so.
Yeah. As long as Back Row accepts us, we'll keep doing this. But once Back Row drops us,
that's it. We're done.
I don't know. You gotta take that?
No.
Okay. Well, we're at 40 minutes anyway, so you want to wrap her up?
Let's wrap it.
Wrap it. You want to wrap the outro? I don't.
I don't either. Those days are long past me.
Oh, I don't know why, but I just thought of this. Now that we're on Back Row, because we did this when we were not on Back Row, and it did not happen. I'll try to set it up and then put a link to Twitter if I can do that. If you guys, I will set up try to set up a fund for Compassion.
Oh,
International.
yes. Yeah, I forgot about this.
I will try to set up a fund for Compassion International that people can donate to. And if we did this a while ago and it didn't work, but if we get $500 worth of donations to Compassion International, Pudge and I will run a 5K.
Which, going back to our earlier conversation in this episode,
we do not run.
We don't run. Like, it might kill us, literally.
I honestly think I might die.
Yeah, me too.
We'll train for sure.
But if we get $500,
500, if I'll try to set it up, or if you want to just donate to Compassion and then show us like a screenshot of your receipt. Yeah, I guess, if that's even legal.
But I don't think should we be able to count people who are on a monthly donation already. I feel like this has to be new donors.
Yeah.
It's not going to do any good for them.
Yeah, let's do some new donors.
Yeah.
New donors to Compassion, or if you donate more than if you give monthly but you donate on top of what you already give monthly.
Yes.
And I don't know if you can set up like causes.
I don't know.
I'll figure it out. I'll try to put it on our Twitter. But $500 donated to Compassion. Pudge and I will run a 5K, and we're coming up on winter, so we'll run in the middle of winter if we have to.
If we can find one, we will do it, and we will document it.
Yep. We'll get some GoPros, and maybe we should do it Patreon or Kickstarter style. And if you donate
take that
dollar amount, then you get the video.
Oh.
Of us doing the
There'll probably
5K.
be some puking.
Oh, probably. Maybe some diarrhea. That's been known to happen.
I'm not ruling that out. Some nipple chafing.
Probably, yeah. We'll have to get behind somebody and draft. Okay.
I am totally serious about this, though.
I'm as well, yeah. Okay, so we have some work to do then before this is legit.
Yeah.
Before you can donate, I guess, because now I have to set up like a Kickstarter or something and then figure out the different packages for donation tiers. But yeah, we will take none of the money.
No.
All of it will go to Compassion, and then we'll run this 5K. Right. Or do you want to do a 5K or a Tough Mudder?
Let's start with a 5K.
I think a Tough Mudder might be easier, though.
5K is like 3 miles.
Okay. All right. I think a Tough Mudder is just a mile.
I would, yeah, but like all the other crap you got to do.
Oh, the obstacles.
I would say if this works out, then the next thing we do for a little bit more money would be
Tough Mudder.
Tough Mudder.
Okay. All right. Then if this works out, we'll do it again and again and again.
Oh, yeah.
We'll just keep raising money for charities.
Right. We will bleed you dry.
We will bleed ourselves dry raising money for charities is what we'll do. Okay, so maybe next episode, or probably not next episode if we record another one today. I don't know if we will. Maybe next time we record, I'll have that all set up and we'll have that all figured out. But this is You were just privy to a brainstorming session.
That's right. I could see
For the
the
podcast.
wheels working in your head.
They were cranking.
Yeah.
They were turning. So I think what we have to do, just to recap, there will be a Kickstarter campaign.
Or GoFundMe.
Or
whatever.
GoFundMe, whichever one, for raising money for Compassion International, which is a charity, a Christian organization that helps widows and orphans around the world. They also have different things they do, like digging wells for people without clean water.
This is a big one for me.
Yeah, I really enjoy that as well. That they do that. We will have different tiers. If you donate, you may maybe get like a piece of our T-shirt that we ran in. That'll be all sweaty and
We
maybe
won't wash it.
Yeah, and maybe vomit covered, just a little square. You'll also, if whatever you donate, you'll probably get a video.
Yeah.
We'll carry GoPros with us, and you'll get that video, and maybe we'll have Allie. Oops, there's our outro.
What does that edit?
Maybe we'll have Allie or somebody else kind of filming us as we go, and then you'll get that. We'll edit that together. Put some inspirational music behind it. You'll get that. So yeah, we'll figure out a price too.
Yeah.
We'll say maybe 500 or 1,000 for this first one.
Yeah.
But yeah, so expect more details soon to come from that.
And you can probably find those details when they come out on our Twitter,
Yes,
which is at My Friend Podcast.
that's right. Or if you have any questions that you want to ask us directly, you can email us at itrustyoupodcast@gmail.com. Or if you have any ideas for this thing.
Yeah.
Maybe if you've done something similar to this before and have some advice for us.
Help us out.
Help us out. Help us get stuff figured out. I'm sure
How to
there's gonna be
handle our
some-
shin splints.
Yeah. We just wrap our legs in duct tape, right? Real tight.
That's right.
You can also find us on Back Row Radio, either on the Back Row Radio app or on iTunes or
That's right.
online on the interwebs.
Yes, we are on Fridays, I think starting at 7.
7 a.m. and then we air again. It's 3 hours and we air again at 10 a.m.
That's right.
Eastern
That's
Standard Time.
Eastern, you figure out your own time.
Figure it out for yourself. And then typically we are up Friday nights or Saturday mornings with that episode that aired on Back Row. And you can find that on Podbean, iTunes, Spotify. We're on YouTube now as well.
Are we?
Yeah, I didn't
even know that.
I didn't know either until the other day.
Really?
Yeah, because sorry, I have to talk about it now because it's in my head.
Yeah.
And it's going to drive me insane if I don't. So I set up everything through Podbean. Podbean releases to, it's a hosting site. It releases to all the different platforms, Spotify, iTunes, all that stuff. But I thought I had set up a YouTube a while ago, and then it should just automatically upload to YouTube like it does everything else, but it didn't work. Apparently now it is working, and there's like 6 episodes up.
Wow.
So find us on YouTube. That's probably the most convenient spot to find us, but
Probably.
plus you can comment, and then people can read those comments, and
Just don't say anything mean.
yeah. No mean comments or I will delete them. But as always, thanks for listening.
That's right.
Stay tuned for charity stuff.
That's right.
Because that's going to come up. Merry Thanksgiving, which is coming up.
Kind of.
Kind of.
Just two dudes having a conversation. You're my friend and I trust you.